How to enjoy weight training again. Look, if you've been training for any length of time beyond, say, 6 to 10 months, and you're finding that training's going through the motions, this training's for you. If you don't know my name, I'm Olly and I'm the founder of Body Reset, and we're working with between 350 and 400 active clients at any point in time. And being able to really see not just the steps that they need to go through to be successful, but also the mentality to stay the path and bring awareness to what this looks like to stay in shape beyond 3, 5, 10 years of making these changes, because the percentages of people that get in shape versus stay in shape are drastically different, right? Dropping body fat has never been the problem. Staying in shape truly is the problem. And weight training, or a version of exercise, has always been the core at that. So being able to really understand and find your version of how to make training enjoyable. I'm going to have to reverse engineer this a little bit and really break down 3 really core principles to make sure that you can enjoy, or more accurately, appreciate weight training so much more. So I'll break that down for you. The first part here is that weight training is the constant. Life is the variable. What I mean by that is the 20 kilo dumbbell stays 20 kilos, but variation depending on how well you've eaten, how well you've slept, how much running around you've been doing, how well you've recovered, makes that weight heavier or lighter. Now, that can be something that's not enjoyable because it constantly shows how little you look after yourself, or it can be enjoyable because it's actually the thing that keeps you honest to how much you're looking after your body. So it can be quite a mirror, and it can be quite exposing if you're not looking after yourself. But for me personally, that becomes one of the most reliable benchmarks in my life. When things are crazy, when things are busy, when I'm running a little bit too fast in regards to, metaphorically, there's too much going on in my day, my weight training is a really nice reflection of, am I looking after me? Therefore, it becomes enjoyable because it's a reminder of looking after me. And I think looking at that space in itself is really where it becomes your decision of whether you're the optimist or the pessimist. You're the person that's a cup half full or a cup half empty. Really being able to look at the 20 kilo dumbbell stays the same weight, but the stories that we apply to that really start to change it. To go a layer deeper than this, I put a post up earlier in the week, really this awareness around we create our own suffering because we look at what we do for others as compulsory, and we look at what we do for ourselves as optional. And this really ties into this really well, because we're starting to bring awareness to, we do all of this stuff for everyone else, but as soon as we do something for ourselves, we look at it as optional. What I mean by that is when we do something for someone else, or it's blocked in our calendar, we make the decision once, right? Cool, I'm doing that at 4, and regardless of what I have to do, cool, I'm going at 4. As soon as it becomes something for me at 4, I'm a bit tired, a bit busy, I could probably do it tomorrow, I've got this other thing I can do for someone else, I might miss it today, right? And you play this back and forth. I'm going, I'm not going, I'm going, I'm not going. And it just creates all this internal turmoil for no reason other than the fact that you don't respect yourself as much as you do others. And really breaking and unpeeling so many layers that come with that, truly, it's really making sure that 100% is easy. 99% is really tough. And as soon as you give yourself that option of maybe or maybe not, it becomes really, really hard. I even saw this with being a member at 2 gyms. And I'd be like, well, I'm going to go to this gym, or I'm going to go to that gym. And I found it way harder. The easiest thing to do was cancel one gym, make sure I only went to one gym, and just completely remove that decision. Being able to, whatever version of that comes up for you, what options, how can I just make sure that if my workout is at 7 a.m. every day, that's the time I go to the gym. And it's automatic, like going to work, like picking up kids, like doing my emails, like brushing my teeth. Those things are not optional. So why is the workout? And really just getting back to that fundamental belief. I get really annoyed with people that are not consistent with their training, therefore they hire a personal trainer. That is not consistency, that's reliance, because as soon as that personal trainer is not there, you're still not consistent. I've seen this with my own clients when I used to do personal training, and it's a fundamental human flaw, is we think that we're consistent because we're paying someone, but we're not looking at building the internal skill. We are an online company, so we're not there standing over you, counting your reps for you and telling you to be at the gym. What we're doing is helping you build the skill to show up for yourself. When you can do that, then you build something that's actually going to last, something that's actually going to be valuable towards your personal health journey long after you and I are working together. The last one that I want to really gain, and I think this is one that I've been talking about a ton. We've got a lot of small group trainings that we do with our clients, and this allows me to see some themes, some patterns that come through really regularly. And I think the big one with weight training to really create some enjoyment around this that I've seen myself on and off throughout the years consistently is having a target. And it could be as simple as just arbitrarily making a target of I'm going to row 1,000 meters in X time, or I'm going to do a row or a deadlift, and I'm going to get to 100 kilos or 200 kilos or whatever the target might be. Lifting your body weight in a deadlift can be a really cool target, or doing 5 pull-ups. They become these like internal challenges that, again, kind of like the 20 kilo dumbbell, they don't necessarily change, but your recovery and focus does. And when you've got a hike on the horizon, right? Or you've got a pull-up target you've set, your training starts to mean something again, right? It starts to give you those targets. And I'm a big fan of talking about how training is helping building that 80-year-old self, that one that's still moving and running after kids and being able to walk their dog and all of those things, so that you're active and strong and able to do these things for as long as possible. But it's really long-term and really hard to get motivated by that every single day. Having interim benchmarks on a monthly or quarterly basis really allow you to have more of a focus and really step up your training if you're in a bit of a rut, right? And if you've been training for a period of time, you know what I'm talking about, right? You've kind of gone through the motions with your training. You might be showing up or you might not be, but it's because you're lacking focus, you're lacking direction. And being able to just put one of these targets in place, for me personally and a lot of our clients, beyond the 6-month mark in regards to consistency with training, I find this a really, really crucial focus. Find that target, something to really chew on, something to really work towards that pushes you out of your comfort zone and really builds that in. All right. And this is a really nice way to look at the same exercise, I guess, as a whole, the same way that you would look at investing. Because investing is not enjoyable in regards to just what I'm doing today, right? It's literally taking money out of my bank account and putting it to the side so I can't use it now. What's enjoyable or motivating in that environment is having a target towards what I'm investing and saving towards, having benchmarks or targets that I'm building up to. And when I've got those targets, what would otherwise be a pretty boring activity becomes enjoyable or becomes meaningful. And training is the same thing. So get rid of the judgment that there's a gap between the perfect night's sleep or the perfect workout and what you can currently do, and just do it anyway. The second part is really the awareness of what you have to gain rather than what you have to lose. We're not just focusing on, I need to lose weight, I'm not need to lose weight. I'm looking at, I want to get stronger, I want to get fitter, I want to do this for as long as possible. Therefore, set benchmarks along the way. And then the investor's mindset of really enjoying the long term, doing it for tomorrow feels better. Get rid of the optionality, right? I might do it, I might not. I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for me in 20 years. So regardless of whether I've had 8 hours sleep tonight or not, I'm showing up for me. And if I need to tweak that workout to aid recovery and just balance things out, then go for it. But I'm still doing this for me. It's blocked out for me and I'm showing up. And when you can fundamentally strip back those layers as to why do I put so much importance on things I do for other people, yet there's nothing for me, and building that back and really just anchoring you back in, blocking it in your calendar, right? You've got meetings and client things going on, but you don't have your date night. You don't have your workout or your walk or your massage. Those things that you put into your week or your month or wherever those things go, that allow you to look after you as well as the other stuff. It just allows you to step back and plug in the charger, right? In the same way that we use our phone all day, we get to the end of the day, it's a low battery and we plug the thing. If it's an Apple, it's probably halfway through the day, joking. But that awareness of plugging you in to recharge and being able to really visualize that as a non-negotiable in your day fundamentally is how you appreciate training first, and then it becomes more enjoyable because it's no longer this optional thing that I go back and forward with and just creates more stress and distraction and mental fatigue. Fundamentally, it becomes something that's just done in your day. You've thought about it once and it's happening because I've already decided. It's a long-term investor's mindset, and now I get to enjoy it because I'm no longer stuck in the middle. That, for me personally, becomes a really nice way to refocus, set that benchmark, lock in a focus, right? Have you got a hike you can do with some mates? Have you got a trip coming up that you want to be fit for? Have you got a certain personal benchmark that you can lock in place? The rowing machine, the pull-up, the deadlift, those ones become beautiful in the space of fitness and strength to really keep yourself honest across the board, and really just a nice tangible target that keeps your focus in the right direction. I hope this is helpful, gives you a bit of awareness behind not all of the tips and tactics of a particular workout, but the overall mindset, I've just been reinforced more and more with this as I've worked with clients. And this is the stuff that makes it last. So I hope you enjoyed today. If there's anyone else that you think would find value from listening or watching this podcast/video, share it with them. Have a chat through what that might look like. Or for yourself, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a message on one of the socials or email and let me know either this or one of the other podcasts or episodes, what you found valuable from it, because I love getting this feedback. This is directly from questions that we've had inside our community, and being able to dive deeper into the patterns we see, I find really enjoyable to really solidify and prep for trainings like this, because it gives me so much more clarity of how I build future trainings and how we can help our members more and you guys as well. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope that was a nice training. It was a short, sharp one, but I think there's a ton in there, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.